Hey there, and welcome. So if you're learning English, you know some things can be, well, a little intimidating. Today, we're going to tackle one of the trickiest parts, the simple English joke.
You've been there, right? Someone tells a joke, the whole room laughs, and you're just smiling and nodding, completely lost on the inside. It's that awkward moment, but trust me, it's super common when you're learning a new language.
But here's the secret. Humor isn't just random magic that's impossible to get, especially the simple jokes we're going to look at today. No, it actually follows patterns. It has a structure. You could even say it's a code. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to crack that code together. Our goal is to take you from that polite, confused nod to a real, genuine laugh. We're going to give you the key to unlock the mechanics behind the humor so you can start cracking the code on your own. Okay, so where do we start? Let's begin with the basic anatomy of a joke. Turns out most simple jokes are built from just two key parts. First up, you have the setup. This part's job is to create a totally normal situation, right? It leads your brain down a certain path. It builds up an expectation. And then, bam, you get the punchline. The punchline's job is to totally smash that expectation in a really surprising, clever way. It's like the setup is paving a straight road, and the punchline is a sudden sharp turn you just did not see coming. So what's the deal with that surprise? What's the secret ingredient that makes the punchline pop? Well, for a ton of simple English jokes, the magic really just comes down to one single powerful tool. And that tool is wordplay. Think of wordplay as the engine that makes the joke go. It's all about the clever use of a word that has two different meanings, or maybe two words that sound the same but mean completely different things. The funny part? That's your brain suddenly getting both meanings at the exact same time.
All right, so theory is great and all, but let's see this thing in action, right? The best way to really get it is to take a classic joke and just pull it apart together. Let's dissect one.
Okay, here comes the setup. So your brain immediately starts working, right? You're thinking, an award? For what? Being the best scarecrow? The scariest one? You're expecting a normal, logical answer.
And then you get the punchline. Now, maybe you're smiling, maybe you're kind of scratching your head thinking, huh? Either way, let's break down why that's supposed to be funny.
Did you catch it? The whole magic trick of the joke happens in those last few words. Outstanding in his field. That right there, that's the wordplay. It's like a little linguistic sleight of hand. So here's how the trick works. That phrase has two meanings that your brain processes at the same time. Meaning number one is the one we expect, right? To be outstanding means to be excellent, exceptional. But meaning number two is super literal. A scarecrow is literally standing out in a farmer's field. The joke works because both meanings are true at the same time for a scarecrow. And that little collision, that surprise, that's what makes us laugh.
Okay, so now that you see how it works, it's your turn. Let's put this code into practice. Honestly, doing it yourself is the best way to make it stick.
So we're going to try one together. I'll say a line, and then I'm going to pause, and I want you to actually say it out loud wherever you are. I know it might feel a little weird, but it really does help. You ready? Let's do it.
Okay, first up is the setup. Your turn to repeat after me. Ready? What do you call a fake noodle?
And here comes the punchline. Give this one a try. An impasta. So let's break that one down really quick. The word impasta, well, it sounds almost exactly like imposter, right? Which is someone who's a fake. And of course, it literally has the word pasta in it, so a fake noodle is an impasta. See? It's the exact same trick as the scarecrow joke, just with different words. So, what's the big takeaway here? It's this. When you hear a simple English joke, don't just listen to the story. You need to listen for the trick. Keep those two parts in mind, the setup and the punchline, and train your ear to catch words that could have a double meaning, or that sound like something else. That's almost always where the humor is hiding.
And that's it. That's the code. It's really that simple. Now that you understand this basic structure, setup, punchline, wordplay, you literally have the key to unlock hundreds of these jokes. You're now equipped to go from that polite nod to actually getting it. And that is a huge, huge step in feeling comfortable and confident with English.
So you're not just a listener anymore, you're a code breaker. And honestly, this isn't just about jokes, it's about connecting with people, it's about understanding the culture a little bit better, and it's about having some fun with the language. So the only question I have for you is, now that you've got the key, what joke are you going to learn to tell next?